Hi, I'm Chris Hogan, founder and CEO of MeMedia. Today, we're going to get fact up on improvements you can make to your website for better performance. Apart from your website being mobile friendly, the number one gripe for users is that your website is slow. So it's time to speed it up. Let's go. Whatever your website has to offer, the visitor wants to get it fast. And that's why page speed is also a factor in Google's ranking algorithm. As web marketers, MeMedia believe that all facets of your marketing should be working together. Having a fast website is just one of those components, no matter where you're deriving your traffic from, be it paid traffic or organic traffic in Google. Google explains how speed can affect your performance. If it takes too long for your website to load when someone clicks on your ad, they're more likely to give up and leave your website. This unwelcome behavior can signal to Google that your landing page experience is poor, which could negatively impact your ad rank. That's why you want to make sure that your landing page load time is up to speed. Fast loading web pages help your customers access and use your website efficiently. The better the user experience, the higher the potential for people to stay on your site longer, which means potentially engaging with more of your content or purchasing more of your products. Google has some handy tools that make it easier to point out what needs to be done to individual pages to improve load time. The Page Speed Insights tool and the recommendations in Google Analytics are a good place to start. So of course, it's important to test your website to ensure it's loading as fast as it possibly can. You can do this online for free using sites such as Google or Pingdom. They help you identify what about a web page is fast, slow, too big, and what best practices you're not following and how to fix them. So if you want to test your website, you can follow the links in this blog. Here we are with some breaking news. Another way to speed up your website is to get the latest version of HTTP. HTTP is the protocol by which websites are served and received by you in your website browser, like Chrome, Firefox, and Safari. HTTP 2 is the first upgrade to hypertext transfer protocol since 1999. Oh yeah! Its goal is to improve website performance by optimizing how HTTP is expressed on the wire. It doesn't change the semantics of HTTP, which means header fields, status codes, and cookies work exactly the same way as in HTTP 1.1. So I hear you asking, what does all that mean for my business? HTTP 2 introduces several awesome new features for you to improve the load time on your website. These include multiplexing, which allows a browser to include multiple requests in a single connection. Stream priority, a mechanism for browsers to specify which assets they would like to receive first, which allows the browser to render the page as quickly as possible. HTTP 2 also eliminates some of the SEO work you would usually have to do with HTTP 1. To take advantage of what HTTP 2 has to offer, you do need to transfer your website to be on HTTPS. HTTPS is the secure version of serving and receiving a website and is normally indicated in your web browser by a lock icon in the address bar. But in order for you to enable HTTP 2, your website server software needs to be upgraded. So make sure you contact your developer or web hosting company to check to see if your server can support this new protocol. Of course, if you do make these changes to your website, these changes aren't going to be recognizable in Google search engine results pages overnight. So it's important to be patient. The AdWords system visits and evaluates landing pages on a regular basis. If you've made significant changes to improve your landing page experience, it could lead to higher ad quality and higher ad rank over time. You might not see an immediate impact, but you may see results within days or weeks. This is super exciting for website owners and the future of the internet. Moving to HTTPS means more secure data and potentially a faster web browsing experience for users. Awesome! It's important to know that when moving to HTTPS, you're effectively moving your website, and you must tell Google where it's gone. So please make sure you speak to both your web developer, your SEO consultant, or MeMedia, and make sure your website doesn't get lost in the process. Once you've made the move, you should see results. Obviously, speed will improve and users will love that, but your organic search engine results and your paid search results won't change for weeks or maybe months. So please keep that in mind. There are other ways for you to improve the speed of your website, and that's to utilize a content delivery network, or better known as a CDN. Our favorites here in Australia are Cloudflare and Section.io. They can make a huge improvement to the speed of load time of your website, localized throughout Australia and the world. Thanks for joining us for this week's session of Get Fact Up. We'll see you next week, Australia.